Hey guys, Shadow Reviewer here. Well, today I'll be ranking all of the bosses from Sonic Unleashed from worst to best. Without any further ado, let's get into it. And what I consider the worst boss in Sonic Unleashed is number 10, Dark Gaia, aka Perfect Dark Gaia. And with both versions, they're subpar, but regardless of which one, I would put Dark Gaia on at the bottom of the list for both. So you got the PS2 version where it's pretty much the Gaia Colossus going to punch out with Dark Gaia. No, really, it feels like Punch Out. And while it's not half bad. I'll give it that, but it was hard trying to memorize the move. And then you got the speedrun of Sonic as he fights into Dark Gaia's eye, and that's pretty much, you have to do that 3 separate times. Then you get into the Supersonic fight, and while it's okay, it is annoying trying to dodge. I know some people like this boss. In fact, I know one person put it number 3 of best final bosses in the series, but I had to disagree on that. When it gets to the Supersonic stuff, dodging the swipe when it's just one swipe is fine, but when you have to do it multiple times, it's just aggravating. And yeah, dodging the attack from the Mirax is fine. Now, if we're talking about the PS3 version, it is honestly the worst out of the two. You got the Gaia Colossus moving very slowly as Dark Gaia unleashes fireballs and a big-ass laser. Oh, and as for the quick time events, they're honestly the worst usage of them ever. You have to be supersonic fast, and it will get faster with each turn. And yes, the Sonic section of the fight is actually pretty good. I'll give it 1 point for that. The Supersonic fight, however, is a big letdown. So he has to fight the Gaia tentacles outside the barrier as the Gaia Colossus fights Gaia inside the barrier. And yeah, it gets tedious as far as having to speed up and ram into them. And yeah, like I said, it gets pretty underwhelming. It's pretty much the Gaia Colossus being held by Dark Gaia as Sonic has to hit its hands. And yes, those are quick time events too. And there's even one where the Gaia Colossus has to block it, and you have to press the same button 50 times. I'm not kidding. It actually hurt my thumb, and people thought I was breaking my controller. Yeah. Well, yes, that is the one adrenaline pump. It's a bit excessive. And the end part is very underwhelming. It's just speeding into Dark Gaia. That's it. Hell, you don't even get right for this. That's actually the one point the PS2 version has over the PS3. When you beat Dark Gaia for the first time, you get that ranking. In the PS3 version, you don't get any of that. So yeah, I consider Dark Gaia the worst boss in the game. Yes, that includes both versions. No question about it. Number 9, Dark Guardian. Now, I will give it this, the PS2 version is just a basic brawl. That's it. The PS3, however, is butchered. So, all you have to do is just push these 3 boxes while dodging the Dark Guardian's attacks and its minions' attacks. That's it. Pretty much a letdown. And it gets tedious as the minions will push the box away as you're trying to push it forward. That's fun. So yeah, a very underwhelming boss. Enough said. Number 8 and 7, Cauldron. Yeah, I'm putting both acts in one entry because it's pretty much the same boss. It's pretty much the same one. Press any of the 4 buttons on you got, the triangle, cross, circle, and square, and trying to do it in under at least around 3 to 5 minutes. That's it. I mean, it's short, but that's about it. There's nothing else to say. It's a fairly easy boss. And yes, that includes both versions. Except one is a little harder than the other. Act 1 is when you go to Spagonia, where Act 2, you go to Eggman Land. Number 6, Egg Lancer. It's pretty much the Egg Beetle, but harder. And when I say harder, I mean the quick time event's hard. Now, while that isn't too bad, it's kind of a letdown. I mean, the speed is there, but you pretty much just dodge stuff, do the quick time events, and boom, the boss is done. That's it. It's pretty much a carbon copy of the Egg Beetle, except it's not Eggman, so you pretty much don't get anything from that. And considering the level that I to suffer from, this is not a good reward. However, there is a good boss as a fun reward. I'll get to that. So yeah, pretty disappointing boss. Number 5, Dark Moray. Now here's where the boss gets insanely hard, and it gets repetitive fast. Now the first part of it ain't too bad. All you have to do is, as the shield is up, you just destroy its minions, and then you get to face the boss. You have to throw this ice capsule at it, and it freezes, and you have to hit the green spots. One at the stomach, one at the back, and one on the head. While the first two aren't too bad, the last one is bull. I mean, it will fire its ice breath at you constantly, and you have no opening, and you have to wait it out before it slams its head down. And when you're trying to get that S rank, you don't have time for that crap. So yeah, it gets repetitive fast, and I absolutely hate it. So yeah. It was let down by the final part. Too hard, too repetitive. I wouldn't say hard, it's just annoying. Hell, it doesn't even get a cool introduction like the other night bosses did. Number 4, Egg Devil Ray. Yeah, this one's not bad. I kind of like I like how the boss starts out. It's a pretty cool shot. More details on my day boss's ranking. And yeah, it's pretty much it. All you have to do is dodge its lasers, dodge the yeah, you pretty much dodge its lasers and its firing shots, and all you have to do is ram into it. But I do like you have to back up when the shield is up. That actually is a lot of tension you have to think. And it's only not bad. It's a pretty easy boss. While in comparison to the Spagonia level itself, it's kinda let down, but hey, it's not the worst boss in the world. So yeah, it's competently made. Not great, but competent. Okay, now we're going to the 3 good bosses in the game. Number 3, Egg Beetle. Yeah, this was a pretty good boss. I mean, it's the first one, so give it a little leeway. So it's pretty much dodging lasers, dodge its spike attacks, and ram into it. Hell, if you're going for that S rank, get over 100 rings and do it in under a minute. It's fun it's actually a pretty fun adrenaline rush. And it gets this high because it's an Eggman fight. More on that later. And so yeah. And I like the way I like the cutscene before it. And it's pretty cool. I like Chip's little mom as he gets into a fighting step. That's kind of adorable. So yeah, it's a good boss. But there are 2 above it that I love the most. And yes, those 2 high bosses are night bosses, by the way. And the runner-up is number 2, Dark Gaia Phoenix. Now, most people would find this boss annoying. On the contrary, it's actually quite fun. You pretty much just throw water at it to cool it off, and you get into a cool quick time event as you have to punch it a couple of times, smack it in the head during the second part, and toss the freaking bird that's 20 times bigger than you to the ground. Honestly, it's a fun fight, and it does get it gets the fun difficulty as the fight goes on. I mean, instead of just one hit and it cools off, you have to do 2 in a row. And, well, dodging its attacks can be a bit iffy for some people. I didn't find it that hard. So, give it enough practice, you actually might find it fun. And honestly, my favorite bit after you beat the monster is how every time you knock it down, Sonic just lets out a big-ass howl like the Wolfman. And yeah, he does a big one, showing off. Strike 3 monster, that's enough out of you. So yeah, it's a pretty decent boss, and I like the cutscene afterwards. No, not the one with the Chaos Emerald, the one after the Chaos Emerald, as the Phoenix calms down. And given how gorgeous it looks, it's a pretty good cutscene. So yeah, Dark Gaia Phoenix is a pretty fun boss, but there's one that tops it, makes it even better. And I think you know what it is. I mean, it's no surprise. And my number 1 favorite boss in Sonic Unleashed it's the Egg Dragoon. I mean, come on, people, we all know it's the Egg Dragoon. And while the PS2 version is good, the PS3 version is just... it's chef's kiss. The atmosphere, the music, which is honestly one of my favorite themes in this game, and the fight itself. He launches his ice attack, his lasers, and you get these cool moments of Sonic grabbing on to the mech itself, making it attack itself from its drill, ripping some of it off, breaking into the Eggmobile, grabbing Eggman, and then throwing him to the distance as the machine goes down into the lava. Oh, and speaking of which, the fight, which is set in the deep in the Earth's core, is a fantastic place for a semi-final boss. So yeah, I freaking love the Egg Dragoon. And while the Generations version is good, and we don't talk about that other one. Ugh. So yeah, I consider the Egg Dragoon my number 1 favorite boss in Sonic Unleashed. And there's no changing my mind. And that's the end of the video, folks. I hope you like it. Give me a thumbs up, like and comment and subscribe, and I hope to get more videos out like this. And speaking of which, I've got one more Sonic Unleashed video to put out. My review of the game itself. But before I do that, I've got a preview up tonight, so look out for that. Until then, I'm the Shadow Reviewer, signing off.